Hey journalers, if you're watching this before the official opening on December 18th, perfect timing. In this video, I'm sharing what I regret not doing, what I learned the hard way, and what I would do differently next time. I'll also tell you which booths to head to first and which items sold out fast. Today, I went to Bungu Joshi on December 17th during premium entry, which happens before the official opening day. Premium time is only about 2.5 hours, and the venue was more crowded than I expected. My plan didn't go exactly the way I imagined, but I learned a lot from the experience. Quick disclaimer, everything I'm sharing is based on what I saw today. Tomorrow might feel different depending on stock and how long the lines get, but I really hope these tips help you plan your route and enjoy the event. Alright, let's go. Okay, so today I traveled to Yokohama from Tokyo. It took me about 1.5 hours to get there. The event is being held at Pacifico Yokohama Exhibition Hall C&D. I got to the venue around 1 p.m. and honestly, I was expecting a really long line. I wasn't that familiar with this venue because in the summer, people who arrived early had to wait outside. But this time, since it was a premium entry, everyone was waiting inside, which made me pretty happy because it was warm and comfortable. And I'm guessing that on a regular day, the line might still stretch outside. I made a vlog on how to navigate this event and you can watch it if you'd like. Just check out the link above. Alright, finally it's time to enter. As you can see, there are so many people and all of us are lined up. It looks like I'm pretty close, but actually I'm still far away because the line kind of winds around before you can get in. So finally, we're inside. Everyone who got in has already headed over to the Rollbahn booth and we're all making our way to that area now. The first place I went was the custom-made Rollbahn booth. We lined up there, got the order slip, and then I picked out my custom notebook. I tore off the little pink claim stub at the bottom. That's basically the ticket to pick it up later. They'll need some time to actually put together the colors and everything I chose. So we'll come back for it once we're done shopping. In the meantime, we can just browse around. I think it took me around maybe just a few minutes to finish up at the custom Rollbahn booth. And then my second target was the Obi-Wan booth. I think I mentioned to you that they're a collaborator who designed the freebies for the official magazine. So I lined up there and the line was pretty long. When I finally got there, it turned out that this was all that was left and their main product had actually sold out. So basically, I was really shocked that what I wanted most was already sold out. It was my top priority and I had a lot of questions about why it was so limited even for premium entry. So if you really want the Binky Trip set, learn from me and go for that first. The custom Rollbahn was also very limited and I just regret not grabbing the Binky Trip first. So yeah, that's the main lesson. So there's really no point crying over spilled milk, it's done and it happened. I heard some people saying they'd come back tomorrow since today was just the premium 2.5 hour window. Tomorrow is the main day, so there will definitely be more people. My third priority was the Delfonics booth, Rollbahn booth, so I headed there. I saw the limited items marked with blue stickers, those are event exclusives. Anything without a sticker is either a pre-sale item or something they'll sell later. They had plenty of stock, so honestly, you don't need to rush here first. Focus on what you really want before heading to Rollbahn. But yeah, people here in Japan are super crazy about Rollbahn, and I'll talk about why there's so much hype in the next vlog. So after the Delfonics booth, we went over to the campus and Rollbahn collaboration. You'll see the products here. They'll be sold soon and there's no event limited label on them. But those campus notebooks you see, like the blue and yellow ones, are limited to one per person per color. I picked up a few colors for my husband because he's a big fan of campus, so I got a few for him as well. So for the next booth, we went to Yohaku. Official vloggers had predicted this one would be really crowded, so it was on my priority list. When I got there, it was indeed very busy, but they had plenty of stock. Yohaku has this really elegant vibe. Not cute or kawaii, but just beautifully elegant, especially their washi tapes. Everyone shopping there kept commenting on how gorgeous and high-end everything looked, and since I was a bit heartbroken about missing out on the Binky trip set, I just used that part of my budget here. I picked up some tapes and memo pads because I really love that elegant aesthetic, and it's quite popular in Japan recently. I'll show you everything I got in a whole video after this, so stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I usually cover these big events in Japan. They're really lovely. Also, I got this event limited item that I'll show you in the next video. Another quick tip everyone, if you have the event magazine, you can get a free sticker. Just keep in mind that these exclusive giveaways are limited and they can run out quickly. I learned that the hard way because I didn't prioritize it, thinking there would be plenty left. Here's another quick tip. If you really want to get your hands on the Uni-ball Zento 3, make sure to prioritize it because it sells out quickly. I learned that the hard way and missed out myself. A lot of people even come back the next day just to grab it. So if it's on your wish list, don't wait too long. So for the next booth, this one was also predicted to be pretty crowded and busy. It's called Stamp March. They have these really cute and artistic stamps. I'd heard from other vloggers that it's also quite popular in Japan, so I was curious to check it out. It's not just about the hype, I wanted to see why everyone loves it. They had some event limited stamps and also these label stickers that I absolutely love using in my journal. These are their event limited stamps. These are the special limited items they have just for the event. These are their label stickers. There are a lot of different kinds, so you can pick and choose what you like. So it says here that if you buy 6 of these label stickers, you get to play a little game. I bought 6 because I really like them, and here's the game. You just roll it and a color comes out. The color you get determines the prize. And I ended up with blue, which means I get a clear file. So that's what I got, and that's basically it. So the next booths I'm going to show you are also quite popular, and we'll get to see their limited items. The crowd has finally settled down. Earlier it was so packed that it was really hard to move or film, but now it's much easier. So here we are at the Bande booth. The main thing I wanted here was the dreamy doll. They also have this limited edition keychains, and I picked up one of those as well. It's a random selection, so I'll show you which one I got in the whole video, so stay tuned for that. They do have some pre-sale items here that will be released to the public soon, but I was really focused on just the limited items I wanted. So for the next booth, we're here at the Bungu Joshi original goods. These are the original items they're selling, and as you can see, the theme is kind of a fashion vibe, which is the whole concept of the event. You'll find notebooks, pens, inks, and those sorts of things. Just a little reminder, if you're planning to buy these original goods, you might want to check out their Instagram. They've posted that if you buy something, you can take a photo, post it, tag them, and they'll choose a winner from those entries. So if you want to join in on that, definitely check out their Instagram for the details. Okay, so the next booth we're heading to is BGM. BGM is well known for their really versatile and kawaii type stationery. So these are their items, and I did pick up just a few things, only a little bit because I'm on a budget. It felt like once I got everything on my wish list, I didn't need much more, but I still grabbed a few cute things. Of course, I also got a couple of items for my niece and nephew, just to make them happy. So the next booth is one I'm really excited about. It's the JIT booth. Basically, here you can emboss your own words onto tape, and I love it because it's perfect for organizing things or adding a really nice touch to your journal. It's super simple. You pick your color and they make it for you on the spot. I got mine right away and they showed me how to use it. You just put the tape in, dial the letter you want, and click. I'm super excited about this one. So if you buy one, you actually get a free black tape included. But those pastel colors you see are their limited items. So if you want to pick up extra tapes or other colors, you can do that here as well. Alright, so the next booth we're visiting is Cherish 365. You've probably seen them in my vlogs before because I really love them. They weren't my top priority this time since I already own a lot of their stuff and their limited items are actually sold out now. But if you like that cutesy kawaii vibe, you can definitely drop by and check out their booth as well. So for the next booth, which is the Sunstar booth, you might recognize it from one of my very first YouTube videos. I love it because they have this intriguing two-way pen that's both a pen and a marker. It's not a limited item, but it's really cool. They also have some stamps. And these animal-shaped erasers that I really wanted to get. They aren't limited either, but they're fun because as you use them, you shape the animal's face more and more. They make a great gift for kids since they'll actually enjoy using the eraser and molding it as they go. I picked up a few of those. And also, this is their limited item called Kirito Ring. It's basically a masking tape that comes with a built-in tape cutter inside, and I love it because it's pretty affordable, only 660 yen. So I grabbed it and I really like that cutter feature as well. Alright, now let's proceed to Rainbowholic. I featured them in my vlog last time because, well, why not? It's so cute. I mean, it's really adorable. And what I always look forward to is their stamp rally. You can collect stamps as you browse around and they're scattered everywhere, so you just keep browsing and collecting. It's like a little adventure that kind of heals your inner child. It's really memorable, and at the end, you get this big final stamp if you buy just one item. It's a lot of fun and definitely worth checking out. By the way, I also made a video about my wish list and some survival tips for the event. If you're curious, feel free to check that out as well. The link is up in the upper right corner of the screen. And if you're interested in checking out last year's Bungu Joshi in Tokyo from June, just click the link up there. Honestly, I was pretty amateur back then since it was my first time attending, and I was just enjoying the experience without much planning. But if you're curious, feel free to take a look. I just want to share my perspective on these kinds of events. Some people might see it as excessive consumption, and I understand that viewpoint. Personally, I also try to be mindful of how much I spend. Many of the items I pick up are actually for loved ones, not just for myself. I know it can be challenging to resist the temptation when you're surrounded by so many beautiful things, and it can feel a bit discouraging if you don't get everything you hoped for. But the essence of these events is really about the joy of exploring and connecting. It's not just about what you buy, but the experience and the memories you create along the way. So, while it's easy to get caught up, I believe the true value lies in enjoying the moment and appreciating the creativity and community. Let's keep that spirit alive and have fun together. Okay, so the next booth is the Plus booth. This is where you'll find all the Deco Rush items. I actually decided to pick up one of their mystery boxes this time. At the last Bungu Joshi, I skipped it, but after doing a bit more research, it seemed like it could be really fun to try. So I got myself one and also filmed some of their other products as well. If you're interested, definitely check them out. So the next booth we're heading to is Shikisaisai. This one is really intriguing to me. I love the idea of giving these items to my niece and nephew because they can use them when they study. It has this really studious and cute aesthetic that I think is adorable. And it's not just for students. If you're a traveler, you can use it to color in places you visited around Japan or the world and add it to your journal. It's just so cute, so I picked up a few for them. Okay, so the next booth is Round Top. This is another really cute booth and they have this adorable food-themed stationery, especially with the milk theme. I love it. I actually got a few items from them at the last Bungu Joshi, so I didn't pick any up this time, but I wanted to show you how cute their items are. So you're probably curious about where those adorable stickers from Japan's 100 yen shops like Daiso and Seria come from. Well, these stickers are made by the same Japanese maker and they're available for the same 100 yen price. Now that they're here at this event, if you don't have time to visit those shops, you can simply stop by this booth and find all those lovely stickers. And if you're planning to come to the event in the future, at least now you know the maker behind those high-quality cute stickers. Alright, so we finished our tour and our 2.5 hours are almost up. That's pretty much everything I saw, and I hope you found something you liked. Now it's time to pick up our customized Rollbahn. When they handed it to me, they said to check that everything was correct, and I have to say, it's perfect and super cute. So the next thing I want to share is the cashier line. It was incredibly long. I really made the most of my 2.5 hours, so I didn't get in line right away. And by the time I did, I was almost at the end of it. It ended up taking about an hour. Just a heads up, if you really maximize your time inside, you might end up in a lengthy line at the end. And then, they'll also check your bag before you make your payment. My advice, if you want to avoid the long cashier line, try to get in line early, especially if you don't have more items to buy. There are plenty of cashiers, so it can move quickly, but waiting until the end of the line can make things drag on, especially if your bag is heavy. So plan ahead and line up early if you want to wrap up quickly. So that's a wrap, journalers. Thank you so much for watching. If you're curious about what I got, I'll be posting the haul right after this video. I really did my best to edit quickly to give you a sneak peek before you visit, or if you're not visiting yet, at least you'll have an idea of what these events are like. Thank you so much for watching, and if you love these kinds of videos and want to stay updated on Japanese events, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye bye!